Alright guys, in this video I wanted to give you a quick tip on how to improve your bench press and primarily your upper body positioning on the bench press. Now, one of the biggest things that people struggle with on bench press is the position of their shoulders with how internally rotated that they are. It's basically going to be the degree of, I guess, elbow flare that we have, so what you kind of think of it as, and also how to make a setup most efficient to maximize our arch and our depression of our shoulders. So I think first off, it's important to understand that we first and foremost create our arch with our legs. It is not with our upper body, it is with our legs. That's why we want to have constant leg tension from the beginning. So one of the big things I want to just talk about to just start out is how we determine how much elbow flare we have, how much internal rotation at the shoulder do we have. So there's a really quick drill that I use to help lifters figure this out. So Trevor can just come like right here. So take however wide natural grip width is. So for me, I have my right on this ring. So what you want to do is basically take your grip and then kind of balance it on, without gripping it, in the palm of your hand. And you want to kind of find the angle of your wrist that allows you, when you go like this, where you go down, and you can maintain that wrist position and you don't lose it. So for example, if you're more inward, more blister, you probably have less internal rotation at the shoulder, less elbow flare. Whereas if you have a wider, like more of a back striker, you're probably gonna have more internal rotation and more elbow flare in order to keep the ulna stacked over your elbow. So that's one tip with determining internal rotation and the amount of elbow flare. You should want to have your, like I said, your elbow stacked right underneath your wrist joint and your ulna. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is essentially how you set up for a strong arch and a strong upper body and shoulder position. So when you are setting up on the bench press, like I said, number one, constant leg tension. We create our base and our arch through our legs. That's the first and foremost thing. The degree of arching that you can achieve is going to be mostly dependent upon your mobility. I don't have good mobility, so I don't really have a very good arch. However, when we're determining our shoulder position, many people bias retraction a little bit too much over depression of our shoulders. We want to depress our shoulders, keep our upper body kind of more loose, a little bit more relaxed, and bias that depression. So when you set up on the bench press, instead of doing this, and kind of just shoving like retraction. Think about loosening up your upper body. Just pull your shoulders down away from your ears. That's the key that I like to use. Is when I go down here, shoulders are loose. I'm probably trying to pull them down away from my ears. When I set up, I put my legs straight, my arch through my legs. My upper body is nice and relaxed. All I'm doing when I think about unwrapping the weight is instead of retracting my scapula, I think about just pulling my shoulders down away from my ears. What that accomplishes is a much better shoulder position. You're also going to naturally create the degree of retraction that you need for your shoulders. It also allows you to have more of an active scapula because your scapula is not going to stay retracted throughout the whole entire movement. There is also have some degrees of protraction throughout the movement, and depending on what type of bitch you are. If you're more like me, you have really long ass arms, you're gonna have to protract that bitch more towards the lockout. If you have really great, like Sean Noriega type of, bench press, you're not gonna really need to have that much protraction in your scapula, but you still want to be able to have that. So hopefully that helps. If you guys have any questions, ask me down in the comments below. If you guys are interested in coaching or programs, go to AdamPeterFitness.com. Follow me on Instagram. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.